What's going on, guys? Ryan Lawrence, Nashville Cast Fishing. We're out here today in the Cumberland River. The only rods I brought with me would be my bumping rods. It's a little early in the season. Now we're looking at, well, we're sitting around 55 for water temperature, so we might be able to get a few fish this way. You know, we got decent current coming from the dam. They got the floodgates open just a tiny bit, so we're right around 2 miles an hour. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna back that current off to about 1 mile an hour with the trolling motor. And then we're just gonna bump down through this section and see if we can find some fish. I bring my rig up, I'll give you a peek at it, but what we're doing is basically we got a 3-way swivel. The one line comes down, the leader line that has a weight on it is about half the size as the line with a hook on it. And then we use cannonball sinkers. You know, I use cannonball sinkers. For today, I mean, so far, you know what I mean, I usually carry 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, you know, just in case of current and where I'm fishing at, so I know exactly, you know, I have the right weights. But looks like today 3s are going to be just about perfect. So, and basically you just walk the bait back along the water. Every time you feel that weight hit the bottom, you pick up, you know what I mean. You don't want to pick up real far, you just want to pick up, you know, a couple inches. Because you figure if you pick that line way up and down, you're going to move your bait, you know, possibly 1 to 2 foot up out of the air. You know, well, not air, but up off the bottom. And that's what you don't want to do. You want to keep, you know, just enough weight on the bottom, enough contact with the bottom just to kind of skip it across, so your bait's not, you know, way up out of the way. If you're unfamiliar with the river, you definitely want to go down and scan it before you bump across it. Make sure there ain't a bunch of rocks there, you know what I mean. You're mostly looking for mud or a harder bottom. You don't want rocks. You want to make sure you're in an area where there's no trees. And you're going to hit that stuff, you're going to lose rigs all day. You know, once you walk your bait so far back, you're going to hit a sweet spot where you really don't need to reel up or reel down unless, you know, your bottom's going up and down. But I'm pretty much in an area right now that's roughly 20 foot, so everything's pretty consistent. So usually once you find that, you can just cruise right along, and there's not a bunch of reeling up and reeling back. That felt funny. So it had a bite. He hit the back end, but it ended up pulling half his face off. So when his mouth's wide open like that, you just got a little more friction down there in the water. But let's get him back down there and try to catch him this time. Fish on. Fish on. GoPro, start recording. Fish on. Don't feel real big, but I'll take them right now. Yeah, it's a little blue. He ain't real big, but hey. Get him in here and get the skunk out the boat. First fish bumping of the year. And they weren't needing that for this little guy either, maybe. Guess he ain't a big guy. Just a little blue, hey, but hey, I'll take him. He's just clucking away. Here we go. Let's get him back. Get another one. Oh, fish on. Start recording. All right, guys. a little better fish than the last one. He come in. This one come pulling a bunch of drag. Of course, don't mean that big. I mean, we are going half it. But of course, if you do hook a fish, you know, and you're bumping, just go ahead and, you know, turn the trolling motor down. That's what I did. I still don't feel like it's that big, but he hit it with authority. That's what I like. Not a bad fish. I can get him up here. He definitely hit it good. Not a bad fish. Net. Usually a fish like that I'd probably just lift in. But he's like whisker. I can get a good look at him at least. There we go. There we go. There you go, guy. Fish number 2. Getting bigger, that's all that matters. But let's go ahead and Alright everyone, that's going to wrap up today. Just had a few hours to come out and do a little bit of bumping. Our main goal today was to find some fresh skipjack, which we found some for our tournament coming up here tomorrow. You know, the water is warming up, so bumping will get a little more active. Wasn't really expecting a whole bunch today, being the water's still in the low 50s, but hey, I'll take it. You know, a couple fish is better than no fish. So if you guys like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Thanks, guys.